Hi, I'm Shannon from houseimprovements.com, and I'm back today just to show you a demonstration on how to use a drywall lift. So this lift, you can buy them, you can also rent them in most areas, is to assist you to lift sheets up to the ceiling, to install them without using T-posts or 3 or 4 guys holding the sheets above their head while somebody else screws it off. So the basic functions of this type of lift, and they're all generally about the same. For one thing, they're mobile, so you've got the tripod base on the bottom with the wheels so you can roll it around. You need a half decently smooth floor to work on. If you got the odd cord or something in the way, you can usually work around that, but you can't have a lot of debris and big holes or anything like that. Okay, so you've got the base. You've got this wheel and cable, which actually is what does the lifting. As you turn the cable, the post extends, or sorry, as you turn the wheel, it draws up the cable and the post extends. This one I think goes to 11 feet. There are different models that can range from different heights as well. Another feature is to load the sheet. When you have that latch off, you lay the table over, flip these little arms down so that basically 2 people can carry the sheet in, lay it face the good side against here, and the bottoms or one of the edges down onto these little feet here. Once it's on there, you just simply lay it down, latch the safety in place, flip these out of the way there, and then you're able to crank it up. Get it relatively close. I usually try to get it within about 6 inches of the ceiling, get myself positioned really well, and then tighten it up to the ceiling and then go ahead and screw it. Another feature, there is locking casters as well down there. I didn't mention that. Another feature is these extension wings. So you can kind of extend out each way for the size of sheet that you're kind of dealing with. And these just help get the ends up so that the sheet isn't sagging when it's sitting on here. So it just helps to give a little bit extra support. One thing you need to try to do, where it works better, is keep the legs approximately the same length sticking out, otherwise it gets a little bit unbalanced. Once you get up, it isn't a problem, but it just looks a little bit dicey. So I don't think there's too much more I can explain on that. We're going to flip this down, set it up for loading, and we'll carry a sheet in, put it on, and I'll just wheel it up to the ceiling so you get a bit better idea of how it works. So you can see we just carried it in, laid it on there. We're just gonna, you can see it'll sit there on its own. I'm just gonna flip around here, lay it over. We've got a pretty tight fit here because we're actually fitting the drywall between a bulkhead and a wall. So, okay, so you can see that that's supporting the sheet right there on its own. We generally started out basically in the area that we wanted to go to. I'm just going to step underneath, crank it up. It also, the head part swivels. So you've got the caster base plus the fact that it'll swivel up top. And the wheel kind of has a self-locking feature with it too, so if it slipped out of your hand, it should stop before it comes crashing down on your head. So I'm just going to get it relatively close, a little higher. So then you just maneuver yourself around to where you want to be. Basically, once the sheet's on the lift, one guy can pretty much do what has to be done to get the sheet up there. So there, I'd be pretty happy with that. You can see the sheet at the end still does have a little bit of sag in it with the arms out, But without those arms, and especially on a long sheet, you know, that could sag down and even snap off. You can see in the case here where our next sheet would actually have a light in it up here. We would have those wires tucked in. Of course, the power's off. And we would just mark on our sheet the center mark of that hole, lift it up with the lift till it's pretty snug and in place. Cut that out with our drywall cutting tool, and then the sheet would slip around that box and screw it up. So I think that's really all I can really show you with that. Now, if you had a, you know, maybe you got it up there and you realized you were too long or something was wrong, it's easy enough to let it down as well. You just got to take some pressure off of here. And just be careful it doesn't catch on anything. And then you can lower it down. And like I said, it's got this brake on it. So if the handle started to get away from you, the brake goes down and locks into place as well. On a rental unit or an older unit, you'd want to make sure you got your hand on that brake all the time and manually make sure that it'd lock in. Not to trust it just in case it's worn or something. But anyways, that's just a quick video on how to use a drywall lift. And I just thought it might come in handy with your next drywalling project. And of course, you could use this to lift just about any kind of sheet good. Okay, so again, if you want to just check out our website at houseimprovements.com, you can go to the forum there, ask some questions, look around, see who's asking what. Maybe you've got some answers for people that are on there. Also, you can check out all our other videos on our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.